Hello everyone. Welcome back to TV Day's Drama Digest channel, your ultimate destination for all things soap opera, where we dive deep into the twists, turns, and heart-pounding drama that keeps us glued to our screens. I'm your host, along with the entire passionate team here at the channel, and today, we're zooming in on one of the most chilling and intriguing storylines unfolding in the iconic world of Days of Our Lives. If you're a die-hard fan like us, you know that Salem is never short on secrets, scandals, and skeleton literally in this case. We're talking about the mysterious human skeleton discovered by Theo, Chad, Kristen, and Tony, and how Rafe Hernandez is stepping up as the key figure to unravel this bone-chilling enigma. How will this plot twist shake up the lives of our beloved characters? Will it expose long-buried family secrets, ignite new rivalries, or even lead to a shocking resurrection from the past? Buckle up, because we're about to dissect this storyline with all the dramatic flair it deserves. Let's discuss it together. Grab your popcorn, hit that like button, and share your theories in the comments below. To set the stage properly, we need to rewind a bit and immerse ourselves in the atmospheric build-up that's been brewing in Salem. Days of Our Lives has always been a masterclass in suspense, blending romance, betrayal, and the supernatural with everyday human drama. But this latest arc feels like it's pulling from the darkest corners of the show's storied history. Picture this, the Dimera mansion. That sprawling Gothic estate that's seen more intrigue than a Shakespearean tragedy. It's a place where whispers echo through marble halls, where portraits of ancestors seem to watch your every move, and where the air is thick with the scent of old money and older grudges. The Dimera Stefano's infamous legacy lives on through his children, and grandchildren have always been synonymous with power, manipulation, and yes, the occasional body count. Now imagine for key players trapped in a perilous situation, Chad Dimera, the brooding heir grappling with his family's dark side, Theo Carver, the intelligent and compassionate young man who's no stranger to Salem's chaos, Kristen Dimera, the scheming vixen whose moral compass spins like a roulette wheel, and Tony Dimera, the sophisticated count who's bounced back from death more times than we can count. These unlikely allies, or are they, find themselves in a desperate bid for survival, perhaps locked in a hidden chamber or a forgotten wing of the mansion, their rescue hanging by a thread. The drama kicks off in earnest when, amid their frantic efforts to escape whatever trap they've fallen into, but a collapsing structure, a villain's lair, or some other Salem staplethe group stumbles upon something utterly macabre. It's not just any discovery, it's hidden away like a guilty secret, tucked into a crevice or perhaps behind a false wall in the Dimera mausoleum, that eerie repository of family history where marble tombs stand sentinel over the dead. The fan mentioned an early whisper swayed. Could it be a typo for vent or fan vault in the architecture? Or perhaps a hidden fan-shaped alcove in the crypt? Whatever the case, it's concealed in a way that screams foul play, as if someone went to great lengths to ensure this body would never see the light of day again. The scene unfolds with palpable tension, dim lighting casting long shadows, the musty smell of decay hanging in the air, and the characters' breaths coming in ragged gasps from their ordeal. Theo, ever the observant one with his keen eye honed from years of navigating Salem's mysteries, is the first to voice the horrifying truth. He kneels down, perhaps brushing away dust and cobwebs with trembling hands, and examines the remains closely. His face pales under the flickering light made from a flashlight or a dying candle. He utters those fateful words, "These are human bones." The camera lingers on the skeleton, its hollow eye sockets staring back accusingly, bones yellowed with age but unmistakably human. The group freezes, a collective gasp escaping their lips. Chad might clutch at his chest, memories of his own losses flashing before him, a Biggles murder still fresh in his mind. Kristen, with her trademark smirk fading into genuine shock, could quip something sarcastic to mask her fear. Well, isn't this just the family reunion we needed? Tony, drawing on his aristocratic poise, might steady the group, but even he can't hide the unease in his eyes. Whose remains are these? That's the million-dollar question that's got fans buzzing across social media. The mausoleum is littered with Dimera names etched into granite: Stefano, E.J., Andre, and more, but this skeleton isn't nestled in any marked grave. It's haphazardly hidden, suggesting murder, cover-up, or perhaps a victim of one of Stefano's infamous schemes from decades ago. As the rescue unfolds, picture helicopters whirring overhead, sirens blaring, and Salem PD bursting in at the last second. Tension doesn't dissipate, it only intensifies. The characters are pulled to safety, battered and bruised, but the skeleton's discovery lingers like a ghost. Enter Rafe Hernandez, the steadfast police commissioner who's no stranger to Salem's underbelly. Rafe, with his rugged good looks, unyielding sense of justice, and complicated romantic history, lingering feelings for Nicole, takes charge of the investigation. He's the hero we need in this tale, methodically bagging the remains with forensic precision, his jaw set in determination. The journey to identification is fraught with drama, transporting the skeleton to the FBI lab, where state-of-the-art technology hums under fluorescent lights. Technicians in white coats pore over DNA samples, dental records, and bone analysis. While Rafe paces the hallway, his mind racing through possibilities. Is this a long-lost Dimera relative? A victim of corporate espionage? Or something even more sinister? Like a forgotten love child or a pawn in one of Kristen's twisted plots? The lab scenes could be edge-of-your-seat stuff, close-ups on microscopes revealing cellular secrets, computers beeping as matches are made, and Rafe's phone buzzing with urgent calls from the Dimera family demanding answers. Finally, the positive identification comes through a moment of revelation that sends shockwaves through the storyline. Rafe, ever the professional, doesn't waste time. He heads straight back to the Dimera mansion, the very epicenter of Salem's drama. The family gathers in the opulent living room, crystal decanters glinting under chandeliers. Tension thick enough to cut with a knife. EJ might be there, sipping scotch with a steely gaze, Stefan plotting his next move, and perhaps even Gabby adding her fiery commentary. Rafe stands tall, his voice steady but laced with gravity. I've got the results. These bones belong to, and here's where the drama peaks. What could it be? Speculation runs wild among fans. Could it be a character we thought long dead, like Susan Banks, or even a recast from the past? Or a new twist introducing a hitherto unknown victim tied to Stefano's reign of terror? Let's expand on the potential ramifications. Because Days of Our Lives thrives on ripple effects that touch every corner of Salem. If the skeleton turns out to be a Dimera enemy from yesteryear, say, someone Stefano dispatched in a fit of rageite could reopen old wounds, forcing Chad to confront his heritage anew. Imagine Chad staring at family photos, questioning if the blood on his hands is metaphorical or literal. Theo, with his Carver family ties, might find personal connections. Perhaps the victim is linked to his own past traumas, like the loss of his mother or his autism storyline's emotional depths. Kristen, her reaction could be a tour de force of acting. If the bones implicate her in some way, we might see her scheming intensify, perhaps blackmailing others to keep her secrets buried. Tony, the eternal survivor, could provide comic relief amid the dread, reminiscing about the good old days when bodies were disposed of more discreetly. But wait, there's more layers to peel back. The discovery in the mausoleum isn't just a plot device. It's a metaphor for the Dimera family's buried sins. Salem's history is riddled with resurrection shards like Tony himself have clawed their way back from the grave multiple times. What if this skeleton sparks a chain of events leading to another return? Fans are theorizing wildly. Is it Dimos Kyriakis, whose death was shrouded in mystery? Or perhaps a twin we never knew about? The dramatic potential is endless. Picture heartfelt confrontations, Chad breaking down in Abigail's arms. If she's back from the beyond, vowing to break the cycle of violence. Theo confiding in Claire or Chura about the nightmares the discovery evokes. Kristen plotting with Brady or someone new, her eyes gleaming with malicious intent. Rafe's role elevates him from supporting player to central hero. His investigation could intersect with other arcs, maybe linking to the ongoing baby switch drama, or the corporate battles at Dimera Enterprises. As he returns to the mansion, the scene could build like a thriller, rain lashing against windows, thunder rumbling as if the heavens themselves disapprove. The family circles him, demands flying. Who is it, Rafe? Tell us. His revelation water at Maybeth shatters the room. Tears, accusations, alliances forming and breaking in an instant. This isn't just about identifying bones, it's about unearthing truths that could topple empires. Diving deeper into character psyches, let's consider Chad's arc. As the current head of the Dimera clan, he's tried to steer away from his father's shadow, focusing on family with Abigail and their children. But this skeleton? It's a stark reminder that the past never stays buried in Salem. We could see flashbacks, young Chad witnessing Stefano's ruthlessness, or recent memories of his own moral compromises. His relationship with Theo adds warmth, Theo's honesty grounding Chad's turmoil. Their bromance, forged in shared losses, could shine here. With Theo offering sage advice, we can't change the past, but we can choose our future. Kristen's complexity deserves its own spotlight. Play with Delicious Villainy by Stacey Haydek, Kristen is a whirlwind of emotions, love, hate, obsession. If the bones tie back to her schemes, remember her baby-stealing days, it could force a reckoning. Perhaps she feigns innocence, batting her eyelashes at Rafe. Me? Involved? Darling, you owe me, but inside, panic brews, leading to desperate measures. Tony, her brother, provides contrast this wit masking deeper loyalties. Their sibling dynamic could explode, heated arguments in the study, revelations about shared secrets, and the sweet, resilient Theo. His line, "These are human bones," isn't just factual, it's a pivotal moment showcasing his growth. From a child with autism to a young adult solving mysteries, Theo represents hope amid darkness. This storyline could explore themes of identity, as he questions his place in the Dimera web through his connection to Chad. Now, Rafe's return to the mansion. Let's dramatize it fully. He arrives at dusk, the mansion looming like a haunted castle. The door creaks open, and a Dimera perhaps greeting him with wary politeness. Inside, the family assembles, a pacing, Stefan smirking, Kristen lounging dramatically on a chaise. Rafe, report in hand, delivers the bombshell. Gasps echo, glasses shatter. Accusations fly. You knew about this. This changes everything. The episode ends on a cliffhanger, camera panning to the skeleton's photo, ominous music swelling. But whose bones are they? That's the hook keeping us tuned in. Fan theories abound. Some say it's Lexi Carver, Theo's mother, but that doesn't fit her known burial. Others speculate a new character, introducing fresh blood, pun intended. Or perhaps it's Colin Bedford or another obscure villain. The ambiguity fuels discussion forums, with viewers debating DNA twists, faked results, switched samples. Expanding further, this plot echoes Day's legacy of mausoleum mysteries. Remember Stefano's deaths? Or the Phoenix Rising? It ties into broader themes, family curses, redemption, the cycle of violence. For newer viewers, it's an entry point. For veterans, a nostalgic nod. As we wrap this deep dive, I thought we could talk for hours. Let's ponder the fallout. Will this unite the Dimeras or fracture them? How will Rafe's involvement affect his love life? We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. TV Days Drama Digest for more updates on Days of Our Lives.